Hey, good Saturday morning, everybody. It's a little around 10 almost, I think. Now I'm off to the store to go get some last-minute supplies for today's birthday celebration for my nephew. You see, basically this past Tuesday, when I was working with my brother-in-law in Haywood and Livermore, basically, hold on for a second. Well, like I was saying, basically, they had a little party for my nephew, a little get-together for my nephew at my house, at me and my mom's house, and basically, it's because my sister had the day before had an infestation, or yeah, I can't think of it, infestation. Well, basically had an invasion of maggots, if you will, infestation, if you will. I can't pronounce the name, but yeah, she had that. So anyway, that's why I got this in my hand. Going to use the coin store at the Walmart and get a receipt and get some dollars out of it. That way, at least we can. Cause you see, my sister is expecting 35 or more people today, family and friends. And, well, basically, she wants to make sure there's enough food. But, besides that, and I know that might have been 2 minutes of exposition you didn't need to hear, but anyway, besides that, let me kind of talk about something. You see, some people have come out and said, and this is kind of like an update to the video I did about it, where I reviewed what I consider the first three parts, or the first three acts of Worlds Collide. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, Brian, it's not really three acts. You might be saying, well, Brian, it is three acts. It's 4 issues. That's an act. Okay, I can understand that from your perspective, from people's perspective. I can understand that's how you look at it. But there are some people that have come out, even on the Bumble King forums, at Ian Flynn's Bumble King forums, the side of Mobius, and Everlasting Peace, that have basically said, and basically they've acknowledged, if you will, that part 1 to 3 is the first act, part 4 to 6 is the second act, 7 to 9 is the third act, 10 to 12 is the fourth act. People at all these at that forum, Sonic Stadium, and even at the Sega forums, and yes, even DeviantArt, have acknowledged, ladies and gentlemen, that those are the first 3 acts. It's a 4-act deal. Now, true, you could say, well, they said it's going to be 3 acts. 1 act here, 1 act there, the other act there. Yeah. Let me see something. The first act was Green Hill Zone. Am I right? Okay, that was the first act. That was 1 to 3. 4 to 6 has been Mega Man's world. 7 to 9 has been the Skull Egg Zone. So what is 10 to 12? The Wily Egg. Duh. Makes perfect sense. I know, I understand some of you look at it like, okay, 4 parts is an act. I get that. But not when you look at it like this. I mean, think about it. For one instance, for those that kind of think that that is impossible, it's not. It's not impossible whatsoever, and I'll tell you why. It's 4 separate areas, thus 4 separate acts. And if it's 4 separate acts, my friend, if it's 4 separate acts, and it covers 4 different areas, if you will, then what does that tell you? It's a 4-act deal. I don't know where people got this 3-act situation, but if that's what you want to believe, that's fine. But me, honestly, I firmly believe that it's a 4-act deal. It is. Because like I said, we started in Sonic's world for the first... for the first 3 parts. Mega Man's for the 4th to 6th. 7, 8, and 9 have been where? Skull Lake Zone. Yes, they entered the Skull Lake Zone in portions sometimes, but really the chunk of it was 7 to 8 and 7 to 9. I think anybody knows that. Again, I'm not trying to say that, if, that's what you want to believe and feel that, hey, this is how it is, then fine. If you want to say that that's how they've announced it, fine. But even the professionals, those who are behind this idea, can be wrong. You see, they may think it is, but in reality, it's not. In reality, it's actually 4 acts. Because like I said, when you take a look at the sections, the places they go in for these 4 acts, then it's obvious for this entire crossover, 4 sections, 4 places, 4 locations. What does that tell you? It tells you it's a 4-act deal. But again, if you want to believe it's 3 acts, fine. And that's what it's going to say up to here. It's going to say Worlds Collide. Sonic Mega Man Worlds Collide. 3 or 4 acts. 3 acts or 4 acts. I firmly believe it's 4. I know I'm not alone in that. I'm trying to not use others, but I just did. But like I said, I know I'm not alone in that, because there's fellow Sonic enthusiasts out there that believe that too. Bumble King forums, Sonic Stadium, Sega forums, DeviantArt, you name it. They all believe it. So, but again, I can understand and respect that there are those that believe it's 4 acts. So, let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's 3 acts? Or do you think it's 4 acts? Comment below, let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you later.